Hi, I'm Monaghan, and I'm going to show you how to use the animation tool window and the puppet warp. I'm going to open. I've got an image here of a mannequin doll, dummy thing, pose dummy. Just double click the background and click OK. Just removes the block. Set color range, delete it, deselect it. That's just to get rid of the background. Now down here you can see we've got the time here, how many seconds or how many point seconds is in between each frame. So there would be 1/10 of a second, 1/5, half, 1, 2, 5, 10. Or you can set other. I usually put it on 0.05. Just seems like a good rate to me. That's the new layer. You can also select multiple with Shift or Control. Shift will select in between the two. So if we have 3, you go Shift on it, click the first, Shift click the last, or you can Control click and select multiple. If you can select them and push that, as you've seen before, it duplicates that whole lot of layers, chucks them over there. It's the delete tool. This moves back a frame, forward a frame, plays, stop, and that goes to the first frame. This is how many times it loops. You can set a custom time if you want. You can have it on forever, which I recommend you do. You can have it on 3 times, you can have it once if you just want it to play the one time and then just sit there on the last frame. I usually have it on forever. Now, because we're using the puppet warp tool, we've got to duplicate the layer, because the puppet warp tool distorts the layer itself. It doesn't apply any after sort of effects to it. It edits it in a hard, destructive manner. We'll duplicate it. You can either right click the layer and go duplicate, or push Ctrl J or Command J on a Mac. Then we'll go edit, puppet warp, in a bit. As you can see, we've got the hands. We've got this mesh around it. The higher the mesh, the more, I guess, points it has to register the object. The expansion is how much around the object. So if you only wanted a small amount, or you would have it around 2, which is the default. You can show the mesh and hide the mesh. You can change the pin depths. I'll show you that in a second. You can say it's a rigid model, which moves it around the point, normal or distort. I usually have it on normal. So just by clicking, you create points. Just quickly do the other side. And if you click one, you'll see it's active by the little black circle in it. You can change the depth, which just changes, like if it's under or above that one. See how it's under. Still under, but it will be above. Just got to click it enough times, I guess. This is rotate. You can set, like, you can do it custom, or it will auto do it for you when you're moving around. Recommend you have it on auto. Sometimes you may have to use the manual tool to do it. That's why it's there. We'll move it down a bit, side down a bit. Then you just push OK up here, or you can press enter to turn that layer off. On this one, turn that layer off, turn that one on again, sorry. And if we were to play, he slowly wave his arms. Well, really fast, but we would add another layer, duplicate the top one, which is the one we just edited. And then you'll have to go back to your first frame and turn that layer off, because it was made after we set that frame up. And on this one we'll have to set that one on. So if we go to this frame, the bottom layer is on. This frame, the middle layer, and this frame's the top layer. And if we were to do another puppet warp, just quickly, click OK. Now if we were to play it, we'd wave his arms more. And clicking on that one, you can drag in between. You on that one, drag it to the end. Oh, we don't need that one because it goes to the front anyway. Now if we were to play, we'd wave his arms. Jelly arms. Just wave them like a ragdoll. Now, that's probably a bit fast for this animation, so we'll set it to 1. That's about right. It's a bit more smooth. Jelly arms. You can see a bit of movement in the body there. That's just because we've used the points in different spots and I haven't put them in the middle there sometimes. Click stop. That's how you use the puppet warp tool with animation. Now another way. Just set up a new document with the widths of the image that I know I'll be using. And then these are just Pokemon tile sets, or sprite sheets, I should say. We'll click Blastoise. I'll just pick these two. I'll do the forward ones. Copy it, chuck it in here, zoom in. Now this is sprite based animation. We'll add another one. Drag him up. Try. It's a bit fast. It's a bit slow. There we go. Now he's walking. Stop it. There you go. They're walking Bulbasaur. And that's the two ways I know of animation. This way is by far a lot harder, but it's a lot more useful if you've only got the one image to work with. Where this way, it works a lot faster, but you have to have the manual separate images. Here it's got both of them in the one. Obviously you could use multiple layers and turn them on and off like I did in this one. I've got certain layers on certain animation frames. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, favourite, rate, share, subscribe.